How can an engineer understand a biologist? Simple. They need to share a common true meaning. Translation only happens when there's a common language. So what unites biology and engineering? At first glance, the functional approach seems like a good starting point. It's widely used in engineering after all. But biology doesn't always play by those rules. Take the human hand. How many functions does it have? From gesturing and sewing to swimming and playing music, it's a multi-tool of nature. And what if the function isn't obvious at all? Like butterfly wing coloration. What's its purpose? We often hear form follows function, but in biology, the opposite can also be true. Fish used fins to walk before they had legs. The flying dragon lizard uses ribs stretched with skin to glide. Flying squirrels use skin between their limbs, not wings, to soar through the air. Same function, totally different forms. Look at swimmers in the animal kingdom. Dolphins, whales, sharks, all masters of the ocean, but their head shapes and body structures vary greatly, yet they all get the job done. Here's the twist. Dolphins shouldn't be able to swim as fast as they do. Hydrodynamic models say 20 kilometers per hour max, but they glide at double or triple that. Why? Their flexible, multi-layered skin absorbs water turbulence like a sponge mattress, smoothing the flow around their bodies. Their skin isn't just passive. It's wired with nerves, actively adjusting to water pressure to prevent drag. Contrast that with sharks. Their rigid skin is covered in tiny tooth-like scales. These rough ridges create micro-vortices that act like little wheels, reducing friction and letting the shark glide. The result? Sharks and dolphins both swim fast, but with completely opposite strategies. This brings us to a key law of biology, the law of alternative possibilities. The same function can be achieved in completely different ways. It's also a reminder to not project human emotion onto animals. For example, someone once shared that their pet monitor lizard bit them, then followed them around looking guilty. But in the wild, these venomous lizards bite large prey and then track them until they die. They weren't sorry. They were waiting for dinner. Nature doesn't care about how something looks. If it works, it works. Ribs for wings, fins for walking, skin for gliding. Whatever gets the job done. And that's where the functional approach in engineering hits a limit. Nature's solutions are messy, multifunctional, and often surprising. You can't just rely on form follows function. Sometimes it's whatever's available, let's make it work. So what's the better approach? Think in properties. What properties make dolphin skin so effective? It's elastic, flexible, layered, each layer doing something different. The outer layer bends under pressure, the inner layer pushes back, creating a perfect hydrodynamic balance. Dolphin skin doesn't just sit there, it responds in real time, and engineers are catching on. Wind turbines became 25% more efficient after copying the jagged fin edges of humpback whales. Swimsuits inspired by shark skin helped swimmers win 98% of medals at the 2008 Olympics, until such technological doping suits were banned. But in marine transport, shark skin-like surfaces are reducing drag and even self-cleaning by shedding barnacles more easily. One company even developed a synthetic shark skin that reduces surface contact, cutting down on marine growth by 67%. Just moving at 4 to 5 knots washes off most organisms, like the ship is exfoliating. And it's not just skin. In biology, every function is backed by multiple systems at every level: muscular, nervous, structural. A dolphin's glide involves its entire body, right down to the cellular level. That brings us to another major principle. Law 16, excessive reliability and partial efficiency. That says maximum reliability happens when every function is supported at all system levels by multiple components, and each part performs many functions. So what's the bottom line? Start with function, sure, but then move quickly to properties. What makes the material do its job? Flexible skin, bumpy textures, interacting systems. Biology shows us that function follows resourcefulness, not rigid logic. Want to bridge biology and engineering? Don't just ask what something does, ask how it gets the job done and what it's made of.